A woman suffering hemorrhages for 12 years came up behind him and touched the tassel on his cloak. She said to herself, "If only I can touch his cloak, I shall be cured." Jesus turned around and saw her and said, "Courage, daughter, your faith has saved you." And from that hour the woman was cured. A reading from Matthew 9:20-21. How did she know that touching Jesus' cloak would cure her? The only answer to that is faith. Faith is not just wishful thinking or hoping. Faith is a certain knowledge given by a special grace and revelation from God, by which a person freely assents to belief. God spoke to her heart, she listened, she responded, and she was cured. One thing that is very inspiring in this gospel is the humility with which this woman didn't feel as though she needed to bother Jesus, to speak to him, or to trouble him with her problem. Instead, in her humility, she presented her need to Jesus through her gift of faith, interiorly and silently, and the grace of God was given her because God sees the heart and responds to such humble and sincere faith. One key component to this woman's healing is that it was God the Father who spoke to her and invited her to touch the cloak of his Son Jesus. And it was Jesus who sensed the healing she received, since he was in perfect union with the will of his Father. Therefore, touching Jesus' cloak was not simply a magical act by which whatever this woman wanted would be granted to her. Instead, it was a response to the interior invitation she was given by the Father. This woman knew she would be healed because God the Father spoke to her in her mind and heart and inspired her to touch the cloak of Jesus, his Son, and she responded, and the healing took place. God must speak first, we must hear and respond, and then his will is accomplished.